Good evening, Tallahassee, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of FSU Weather. I'm student meteorologist Brittany Bowman.
And I'm student meteorologist Jennifer Collins, and it has been a soggy week for most areas of Texas and even in parts of the southeast.
Yeah, while it's been kind of drier here around Tallahassee, our friends off to the west on the other side of the Gulf of Mexico have been experiencing a little too much rain.
Yeah, just a little bit too much rain. They have had tropical moisture that's been influxing the entire area, and media has measured that 11.04 inches of rain in Wescalo during an 8-hour period actually saw 8 inches of rain. So that's a lot of rain for most of these areas. And as you can see from Twitter pictures, just places underwater.
Yeah, Mercedes is actually underwater, and this is a great example of don't attempt to drive into these flooding waters. Like this could really damage your car. My mom actually did this just from a thunderstorm in Florida recently, so you definitely want to be careful, especially if you're over in those areas.
Yeah, and that happened to my brother as well. So we're actually going to give you a look at what's going to happen around Florida. We're going to give you an overview right now of what's going to happen throughout the show. We're going to some tropical type stuff, but here locally, time-lapse since this morning, we actually saw that temperatures have been ranging throughout most of the Big Bend region. We're looking at mostly clear conditions throughout most of the morning, but the cloud cover started to gain traction throughout most of the day. However, we never saw any rain across Tallahassee, and it felt hot for most areas. We had heat indexes into the hundreds for some areas. Currently, right now, here across the Big Bend region, we're looking at temperatures around 97 degrees here in Tallahassee, as well as 89 degrees for Perry. A bit more cooler along the coast, 92 degrees for Apalachicola, but it still feels so hot across the region because we have some humidity levels. However, there's no rain to cool us off across the region. We have some rain with a few lightning strikes just south of Tallahassee that should relieve the temperatures in those locations, but overcast conditions heading on towards the eastern side of our viewing area. But overall, we're keeping with some clear conditions. For tonight, we're looking at 76 degrees. We'll keep the rain chances in the mix, maybe for our southern counties earlier in the evening hours, but we'll keep that westerly wind, so we'll stay a little bit more humid heading throughout tonight. Your 3-day forecast is showing rain. However, with the first day of summer coming along, we're seeing temperatures around 95 degrees heading throughout tomorrow. And your weather headlines for today, rain chances still in the picture, but a dry weekend is making its way throughout the picture, and we're also going to see that summer starting tomorrow.
All right, let's take a look at a viewer photo sent in by Colby Pope, our fellow student meteorologist here at FSU. He took this picture of a rainbow just before some severe weather was heading into Sand Springs, Oklahoma. So just a beautiful start to his morning and everybody else in Oklahoma over there before they saw some potentially nasty weather for over there. And looking at the national conditions right now, you're going to see warm temperatures throughout the country. First day of summer's tomorrow, but we're not seeing anything different that we've been seeing in these warm temperatures. 88 in New Orleans, 84 in Memphis, 76 in Denver. They're feeling a little cooler over there. 90 in Albuquerque under sunny skies. Definitely feeling that heat over there. And we're cooler in San Francisco at 64 degrees. Dew points are showing drier conditions behind a front that's actually situated right here. And then when you look more towards the east, you're seeing these higher dew points in the 70s and the 60s, indicating more moisture and more humidity in the air. 71 in Memphis, 74 in New Orleans. And here's a look at that front. Just as I was describing, you have that drier air behind it along with that high pressure system. And when you look more east, you see all that rain being filtered in from the Gulf. And there's that low pressure system bringing all that rain into Texas. You can see that it looks like they're finally going to get that break, and we'll get in more into that in a little bit. Zooming in up into the northeast, you can see storms making its way towards the east in the upper northeast area. You can see we have some flash flood washes and even some warnings you see in those red. You can see as these storms are moving by. Going more west, a really nice squall line moving through parts of Missouri and into going into Illinois. You can see we have some severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. So this squall line is going to move over, but once this passes over, we'll see drier conditions over there. Heading back south into Texas, this is the big story we've been talking about. All this rain moving on shore, just getting hammered within the last couple of days by all this rain. But finally, we could see some relief as this last band of the showers moves on shore. Here's those current warnings, though. Still have that flash flood in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. We saw those pictures of the cars underwater, so definitely be careful if you're moving around in Texas for the rest of the day. drought. As we go more west, we'll still seeing an exceptional drought over in the Four Corners area, and those drier conditions aren't going to help, so you want to be careful about the fire hazards considering those dry conditions and the drought over there. For tonight, we'll see a mild night across the country, 65 in Minneapolis, 63 in Salt Lake City, 58 in Seattle. We'll need a jacket over there, but when you head towards the east, 78 in New Orleans, 76 in Tallahassee, Boston seeing a temperature of 65 tonight. Tomorrow, first day of summer for the country, definitely feeling it. It's 97 in Dallas, Fort Worth, 96 in Albuquerque. Little cooler in Chicago, 68 degrees with that chance of rain, and 93 in Tallahassee. All right, let's take it over to Jen with a look at we're taking it over to Michael in the lab.
Thanks, Brittany. So every day during our summer shows, we talk about the 7-day and how we get those afternoon showers and storms from the sea breeze and the daytime heating. So for that reason, we're going to go a little bit more into how the sea breeze actually works and why we get those showers and thunderstorms from the sea breeze. Now, it all starts with the temperature of the land and the ocean. Now, the ocean is cooler than the land because the ocean is made of water. Water has a higher specific heat, so it takes longer for it to heat up than land. So the land is always warmer than the ocean during the summertime. Now, when you get a temperature gradient, that causes wind to form. The land has lower pressure because it's hotter, and the ocean has higher pressure because it's cooler. So you get the wind moving from high to low. Think of it as like a balloon. The air always goes out the balloon because the balloon has higher pressure and the outside has lower pressure. So that's how the wind actually forms. Now, warmer air wants to rise, cooler air wants to sink. So you can see how the warmer air rises, creating clouds. When you get lift, that's how the clouds form. And in the cooler air, you see how it sinks, so you don't get any clouds over there. Now, you get convergence where clouds form, and that enhances the lift. You get winds coming off the land converging with winds coming onto the land that causes convergence, causing it to lift. And so as a result, we get sea breeze showers. This is from this afternoon. You can see how the sea breeze is right here in southern Leon County, central Jefferson County, and into just south of Madison. You can see the sea breeze, and look at these showers and thunderstorms forming along the sea breeze. Now, these showers and thunderstorms up here in Cairo and Bainbridge are due to daytime heating. But look at how the sea breeze showers and storms move. And the good thing about the sea breeze, it actually cools us down. Unfortunately, today, that didn't happen. It was a hot one out there. But for now, let's send it back to the wall with Jennifer.
That's an interesting tidbit on some sea breeze action that happens all across Florida every single day during the summer. It's a classic summertime pattern here in Florida. Temperature-wise in the southeast, though, we're staying fairly hot for being the first day ahead of the first day of summer. Looking at 97 degrees here in Tallahassee, keeping with some partly cloudy skies, but it has been heating up quite a bit because we've had mainly clear skies throughout most of the day. Some storm action heading off towards the eastern side of Florida as well. 80 degrees for Jacksonville as well as 88 degrees for Orlando. Dew points are fairly high, so when you head outside with the humidity levels, feels like temperatures are a bit higher. We're seeing around 60s, 70s across the map for dew points, so it does feel a little bit more humid when you walk outside. And with that, the heat indexes are going to feel very high. We're going to see around 103 degrees currently right now here in Tallahassee around 6 o'clock p.m. That's a hot temperature for this time of day. About 100 degrees for Montgomery. A bit cooler as we get more towards the coastal areas of the eastern side, but still 85 degrees, 99 degrees. It still feels fairly hot when you walk outside. The winds are coming out mainly from the south for some areas like New Orleans as well as Jackson, Mississippi, keeping the winds at around 10 to 12 miles per hour right now. More towards Tallahassee, we have a westerly wind, which is bringing in a little bit more moisture for us. We still have a little bit of Gulf moisture. However, we're starting to see the sea breeze form just towards Jacksonville area as well as Orlando, and that's where we are seeing the rain showers right now. We're seeing them starting to form where the sea breezes are converging. We do have lightning associated with these storms as well. We also have some storms heading off towards Arkansas as well as Louisiana. So those are actually because of the tropical moisture that's heading in to the Texas area, and that's the reason why they've had so much rain. Heading throughout tomorrow, we'll see some rain chances heading across our areas like Arkansas, even into Mississippi as well. By tomorrow afternoon, though, is when we'll see the sea breeze starting to kick on in for most areas of Florida and the southeast, and that's when around tomorrow afternoon at this time is when we'll see some storms popping up across most areas. We are tracking the tropics for you. However, there is not much going on in tropical wise for the Atlantic, Caribbean, or Gulf of Mexico. Nothing expected over the next 5 days, so that's some good news. Tonight's forecast for the southeast is going to be a warm one, 74 degrees for Montgomery as well as 76 degrees for Tallahassee. We're also looking about 75 degrees for Orlando, and for tomorrow, it's going to be another hot one, about 91 degrees for Montgomery, as well as 93 degrees here in Tallahassee.
Yeah, thanks, Jennifer. Let's take a look at our almanac for today. And it was a hot one out there, 98 degrees with a high. We did see several observations of 99 degrees, but the official report from the National Weather Service was 98. Still, it was the hottest day of the year and the hottest day since a while, since 2016. So, well, also we were close to a record of 104, so pretty warm out there. Now, currently, we are still near that temperature, 97. And the reason why I got so warm today, the winds were coming out of the west-northwest. The sea breeze wasn't able to come up. You saw the radar picture I showed you earlier. The sea breeze wasn't able to come up through Tallahassee. That's why we kept heating up, and it was really hot there in the morning. Now, when you add the temperatures and with dew points in the 70s, these heat indices, man, it is, God, this is torturing yourself, basically. 103 in Tallahassee, 101 in Bainbridge, 106 in Apalachicola. Basically, if you go outside, you're just going to sweat gallons of water. That's what happened to me this morning. Now, the reason why we're showing these temperature and the winds like this, now the blue is northerly winds, the green ones are southerly winds. Look how they converge right around Tallahassee, Monticello. That is the sea breeze right there. It didn't make much progress for north today because of these northerlies. They were very persistent and they kept the sea breeze at bay along the coastal areas. So that's why it was really hot today. Now you saw where the sea breeze was. Look where the showers and thunderstorms are. All along the sea breeze, right in southern Wakulla County, right on the coast at St. Mark's and just east of Carabel. Now, these two showers up towards Bainbridge, Cairo, Thomasville, just north of that, those are due to the daytime heating, but look at those pretty strong sea breeze showers occurring right now, and thunderstorms. Now, tonight, it's going to be very muggy. Our low today was 77, pretty similar to today. For tonight, 76 here in Tallahassee, 78 down towards Apalachicola, 77 in Bainbridge. Tomorrow, though, we do expect a little bit more increase in shower activity. The reason why that ridge that was over us the last few days is going to break down just a bit. You saw the cold front that Jennifer showed you in the southeast. Most of the energy is going to stay up to the north, but we will get enough energy and enough daytime heating as well as the sea breeze to kick off some showers and storms in the afternoon. You can see at 3 o'clock how we have some showers and storms right along the sea breeze, Monticello, Tallahassee, just south of it along the Leon County and Wakulla County border. Now for tomorrow, 95 will be our high with the afternoon showers and storms. Here's the day planner, and let's take a look. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. You can see how we have those elevated chances Thursday and Friday. As we enter the weekend, the ridge builds back in, so we get hotter, and then we get some showers and storms into next week. Now let's finish off the show with Jennifer and Brittany.
Those lower rain chances heading into the weekend. Sometimes I would say that's a good thing, but I kind of want the rain back.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, I was walking to class in this heat today, and I was like, you know what? I'd rather it be raining and me be slightly wet going into class than sweating.
Than feeling about 100 degrees for some area. I mean, it felt so hot walking outside. I couldn't even do it. Yeah. And then you get inside, and it feels so cold.
Well, it's a good weekend if you want to do anything outside, pool day, or anything dog park, go golfing.
Yeah, it's the first day of summer, and temperatures are going to be hot, about 95 degrees heading into tomorrow. But the weekend's looking fairly nice. We actually have lower rain chances, but it's still going to stay fairly warm.
Yeah, and then we'll pick up that summertime pattern more like early next week, and we'll see those chances of rain in the afternoon.
Yeah, you can also follow us on social media. We have plenty of platforms for you to follow us. You can follow us on Facebook. We post up there every single day with the social media, as well as watching us live on YouTube, like you are now, hopefully.
Also, you can show our Instagram some love, send us your pictures, and also keep updated with us on Twitter. We're constantly posting on there and keeping everyone updated through Twitter.
You can follow us at FSU Weather. Here from FSU Weather, I'm student meteorologist Jennifer Collins.
And I am student meteorologist Brittany Bowman.
Have a good evening.